Hey assholes, it's me, Larry Andrews. How you doing? Okay, so I hear a lot of shit going on lately. I hear people talking about all kinds of things. And then I come across a little bit of a story. Kayleigh McEnany, White House Chief of Staff, I guess is what she is. I don't know. I don't really pay much attention to her anymore because as far as I'm concerned, they're leaving anyway. So I just kind of put her on mute and don't really listen too much. But she's got this thing going on that Kamala Harris is going to be the president of the Senate. If they lose those seats, if the Republicans lose the seats in Georgia. And the only way they can lose the seats in Georgia is because the vote was faked. And because the vote was faked, Kayleigh McEnany is telling her people, hey, we need you to vote. So, asshole says, what? So on the one hand, you guys are losing every election bullshit battle you guys can come up with. So all you Trumpanzees have lost the presidency. But you only lost the presidency because of voter fraud. So therefore, because of the voter fraud, you need your people to go out there and vote again on those the runoff elections in Georgia. Well, here's a question for you. If the voter fraud was so rampant and so overwhelmingly, crushingly horrible against President Shitbag, why are the Senate seats so close? I mean, if the Democrats went out and faked all these votes, why would it just be the president and not everything else? Because they're all on the same ballot, and every ballot that was supposedly switched and tampered with also has what they call the down ticket votes on them. Why would we only go after the president votes and not Senate, not House of Representatives? Why would we do that? Why would anybody do that? You're idiots. You're assholes. Stop it. Doesn't happen. Didn't happen. You've been laughed out of court every time. Giuliani and this other crazy person, Melissa Carone, drunken asshole, completely. And she's been up on obscenity and computer crimes because her boyfriend's ex-wife, so they did some kind of terrorist thing against her boyfriend's ex-wife. Bury an ex. Why did you do that? A. B. What? I saw an affidavit, to say that, like, if I'm lying, I go to prison. Did you? Did you sign that? Huh? How do you know what happened there? Oh, I know what you did. You did something crazy to those ballots. Okay. She's talking to Republicans. The ones who are supposedly the victim of this voter fraud. And she's accusing the Republicans running the so-called hearing of cheating. But you can't have it both ways, you dumb asshole. Which is it? Either there's cheating on the one side and you're all about this side, or this side's cheating as well? What are you trying to say there, Melissa? What? Really? Fuck you. You're an asshole. I mean, when Rudy Giuliani has to tell you to cool it, there's a problem. I don't understand how you people can even listen to that so-called evidence, so-called witness. It's just totally ridiculous. It's like this bullshit with Kelly Loeffler in Georgia. Ronna McDaniel. Rona? Corona? Rona? Maybe that's what we should start calling her. Corona Rona. That's pretty funny. The vote's fixed, but we need you to vote. Okay, well, if the vote's fixed, is voting going to help? What are you going to do with those other idiots say that the vote is fixed, there's no way to get around the vote, so don't vote? Which will give it back to the Democrats. Anyway, you guys are stupid. You're a bunch of assholes. Stop it already. Your guy lost. Trumpanzees, stop flinging shit around. You guys lost. Nothing is going to make President Trump, what I like to call President Shitbag, have a second term now. It's just not going to happen. Everything you guys, all the shit you've been flinging has been flung back. You've been laughed out of court. 3 times Georgia has certified for Biden. 3 times. You have lost, which means you actually lost 4 times, which is really funny. All this losing. Are you tired of losing yet, you fucking assholes? Ugh, God. Oh, yeah. And Ted Cruz on Fox saying that the Pennsylvania vote was unconstitutional and the Pennsylvania Supreme Court is nothing but a partisan trap pit. They're just partisan blah, blah. Like the big Supreme Court isn't? You guys haven't packed the court? You haven't like anally fisted the court with all your so-called conservative judges so that you can get the outcomes you think you want? Even they are like, you guys are morons. You're assholes. Stop with this bullshit. Okay, even the drunk, the pedophile, and the handmaiden are like, you know what? You guys are too crazy for us. We're not going to hear these cases. Well, what are you trying to do? Seriously. Trumpanzees, shut up. It's sad already. And then you got, okay, so you got Pfizer and Moderna. I guess they're the 2 big companies with the vaccine. And now you got people running around going, well, we can't trust that vaccine. I don't got government going to tell me I got to get a vaccine. Shit, I never got a vaccine for the flu and I ain't been sick yet. Well, it's not the flu, number 1. Number 2, with all this stuff going on, everybody's crying about getting back to normal. Oh, and the other thing that's even funnier, too, you got the religious nutbags running around going, the government's trying to mark us with the number of the beast. That's all that this vaccine is. It's a marker for the number of the beast, and we're going to... What? Shut the fuck up, you assholes. Take that Bible you're pounding and pound yourself in the face with it. Maybe that'll get some sense into you. I don't know. But I do know that measles... I guess smallpox, I guess polio, they had vaccines. Those diseases are pretty much gone. They're only making a comeback now because you religious nutbags and you anti-vaxxers are just completely against science, like your Lord and Master is completely against science. So, and then you got the morons running around crying about Bill Gates and how Bill Gates is going to put a tracker. I ain't going to let no Bill Gates track me with no vaccine that he invented and he's making. Assholes. Bill Gates is not sitting in a lab with a beaker and a glass stirry thing over a Bunsen burner going, ooh, this is my vaccine. I'm going to mark everybody and make everybody buy Windows. Ooh. You're an idiot. Nobody's doing that. Bill Gates and the Gates Foundation, sure, dumped a ton of money to help develop some things because he can. And it's better to, personally, I think it's better to have, private philanthropy people dumping money into research to get things made than it is to have, political lackeys trying to get things made so that they can somehow profit off of it later on. But Bill Gates isn't making a vaccine. Bill Gates is not going to inject you with the vaccine. Now, and there's certainly no tracker in it, and it certainly isn't the mark of the beast. Go fuck you, you fucking assholes. The one thing that I agree with is side effects. People are concerned about side effects because I am rare but serious side effect guy. The last time I got a flu shot, I had a really bad reaction to it. I have not gotten a flu shot since. Now, I'm not going to say the flu shot is the mark of the beast. I'm not going to say the flu shot is, forcing blah, blah. I'm not going to say any of that shit. It messed me up. I can't do the flu shot. I'm hoping that the coronavirus vaccinations and vaccine doesn't have a ton of side effects. Is it going to stop me from getting it? No. I'm going to hope that if I do get the shot and there are some serious side effects, there's going to be those, the healthcare professionals, the health professionals are going to be there to hopefully deal with it. But I understand the fear and the consternation of side effects. But to use the Trumpanzee lexicon, fuck you, snowflake, don't live in fear. Okay? This thing isn't going away. If anything, it's just been getting worse. And I see all the people complaining and talking about it. Oh, it's a 1%. It only kills 1%. Okay, it only kills 1%. But you're talking about 1% of what, 400 million? That's a lot of people. Number one. Number two, it's already killed a lot of people. Okay? And I also hear the constant thing, well, I don't know anybody that's had the coronavirus. I don't know anybody that's come down with the kung flu. Oh, get it? Because it's from China. Okay. I don't know anybody that's died of sickle cell anemia, but I know it's out there, and I know people die from it. I'm not going to say it's a Democrat hoax. I'm not going to say it's any kind of a hoax because it's a real thing. It kills people. I don't personally know anyone that's died of pancreatic cancer. Alex Trebek died from pancreatic cancer. Okay, I don't personally know the guy. I know of him. But if I'm going to use the Trumpanzee point of view, well, how do I know? How do I know he actually died? I think it's just a hoax. He wanted to get out of doing that dumb show of his, and that was the only way he could get out of his contract if he faked his own death. You're an asshole if you think that kind of stuff. Why would you apply that kind of thinking to something that's killed so many people? Something that has been proven to be extraordinarily dangerous. I don't understand. You're a bunch of assholes. Get the fucking shot. Get back to work. Get back to normal life. Okay? Because the way things are going now, it ain't going to happen. And you know why it's not going to happen? Because assholes like you won't wear a mask. Assholes like you gotta get my hair cut. Assholes like you have to go to bars. Assholes like you have to go to gyms. It's you guys that are causing the problems. Not Garcetti in LA. Not the governor in California. Okay. Not de Blasio in New York. And those are the people that I'm always hearing complaints about. De Blasio, Cuomo. Is it Cuomo? I don't know. Who's the governor of New York? Maybe it's Cuomo. I don't really know exactly, but I think it is. And then you got, then you got Garcetti in LA, and people are always complaining about him and Governor Newsom. Now, here's what I'm going to say about that. As soon as I look up, yeah, it is Andrew Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo is the governor of New York. Sorry, I should have known that. Point is, it's not the governor's fault. It's your own fault. Look around. It's your fault. Are you the people that don't go out wearing masks? Are you the people that insist on going to bars? Are you the people that insist on having Thanksgiving with 40 of your closest family members? Are you those people? Because if you're that guy, you're the one to blame for the shutdowns. Other countries on the planet had pretty high things going on, but they've managed to control most of it because their people aren't assholes. America's full of assholes. Why do you have to be such assholes? And why do you have to be the owner of Pineapple Hill whining on CNN about there was a film company, then they got their chairs and tables set up. How come that's not dangerous when mine's dangerous? Have you been on a movie set recently? I haven't, but I have friends in LA that are doing movies. Let me tell you something. They get tested continually. Nobody shows up on a set without a test. And it's like every other day. They're tested a lot. And by definition, craft services and their catering services are by definition temporary. Yes, they're set up outside. They're set up so that you're not sitting on top of each other. They are spaced apart. They are. And they're tested. And it's continually cleaned. Nothing is shared. They go in shifts. They eat. They leave. It's not the same as a bar. And that's what people don't fucking understand. It's about time and proximity. If you sit down and you're distance and you're outside, you eat, you leave. It's not the same as hanging out at a bar, talking loud, yelling at each other, getting drunk for hours on end. It's not the same thing, you morons. Stop making it like the same thing. You're just showing that you're assholes. Stop being assholes, and this whole thing can go away.